Hi everybody, it's Norma and it is that time of month again. It is what I am burning now in the month of June. And I simplified a little bit from May because May I had a lot going on. It was like a cool rainy May. So it was a good month to get a lot of burn time in. But June is different. Finally summer has made a comeback. And I'm just gone from home more things to do outside. So not quite as much burn time. So I'm trying to simplify, but at the same time, semi-annual sales are going on and I know I'm going to be adding to my stash. So it's like I want to kind of clear out some stuff, make room for new. So I still got a lot more burning on than I really would want to have. But yeah, you'll see. So over here, I just have a jar of root ginger patchouli. This is what I'm finishing up. I actually had this in a hurricane, but since it's practically done, I have just moved it over here to finish it. Now, I have to say, and I don't recommend this, people, because I don't believe in having to burn candles when you're sleeping or away from home because it's dangerous. But I had this in a hurricane, and then I had the hurricane inside of a lantern, which is locked, so the cats couldn't get into it or anything. I actually had to leave this burning overnight. These root candles are such slow burners, and I don't have even 3 hours most of the days to get a candle going, and these won't pull out in 3 hours or 5 hours for me. I need like 8 to 12. They're just super slow burners. So I did leave it locked up in the lantern, burned overnight, just this last week, because it was like, you know what, I'm never ever going to get a wax pull on this unless I do that. So that's what I did, but I don't recommend it. Safety first, people. Do as I say, not as I do. The scent itself I like. It is kind of a dirty, gritty patchouli, but the ginger kind of balances and tones it out. One thing I don't like about the root candles is how they leave the residue on the jar. I'm just not a fan of that, but I guess it is what it is. And then in my votive holders, I just have some votives in early sunrise. Then over here in my lantern, this is where I had my ginger patchouli, and I just replaced it with a Yankee Candle in, what is this? Pink Sands. And I actually had this candle someplace else, but I actually moved some things around today because I got that pineapple luminary from Bath & Body Works yesterday. So I wanted a place to display it, so I had to kind of move things around. And my Pink Sands is finally doing okay. This is in the smooth wax tumbler. It's one that I picked up from like Home Goods maybe 3 years ago. Oh, I had so many issues with this burning. I just couldn't keep the wicks lit. I'd have one wick go out. It was just very uneven. But today I was actually home most of the day reorganizing my wax stash. And so it finally got a good long burn, and I think it's finally corrected itself. So I'm happy about that, finally. I like the scent Pink Sands. It's always been a, decent performer for me in the paraffin and in the melt cup. It's just this smooth wax tumblers. I'm just not a fan of them. Sorry, I know so many of you guys like them, but I just seem to have issues. Okay, so over here in my bedroom, I haven't really done anything different as far as decor. In the two holders on the end, I have those Colonial Candle pillars that I'm just, I was burning them last month, and it's like, I just want to kind of clear them out. In this one, I have the green tea and bergamot, and it's actually been doing okay. I just lit everything like an hour ago, so nothing's going to be pulled out. Sorry about that. And in this one I have, not the lemon and sage, this is, gosh, what is this one? Sorry, I need to turn on the light so I can read it. I still can't read it. What does it say? Well, hopefully you guys with younger eyes can read it. I think it was Stone Garden. I think that's what it is, Stone Garden. And it's pretty much scentless. Yeah, so I just want to get rid of them. And then in these are the holders I got from Kringle to go with my salt lamp. I have tea lights in Early Sunrise. And I still don't have anything in here. I'm just kind of putting them back there just because I have no place else to put them. Okay, so over here on my nightstand, I have, this is a new candle for me. This is jasmine tea from True Grace. And one of the members in my YouTube group, James, he's from the UK, he said True Grace is one of his favorite brands. So I actually bought this candle, and I've just been kind of waiting to burn it. But since I am now burning my beloved jasmine green tea, which I got thanks to Jake in my Facebook group, who went out of his way to get them from Deerfield for me, which I can't believe he did that. But oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So since I am finally burning my beloved jasmine green tea, I figured this jasmine tea from True Grace would be a good complement. And it really is, because it's more of a jasmine note versus a tea note. And the jasmine green tea is more of a green tea note versus the jasmine. So I think the two of them will go well together. This is my first burn, so I can't really comment on it. But I will review it at some point in time, so stay tuned for that. And then in my tea light holders, I just have tea lights of Early Sunrise. I don't have my warmer going. I think this is leftover. That's leftover some velvet oud that I scraped from the bottom. And I didn't think that went with my jasmine green tea combo going on, so I didn't light that one up. Okay, and in my computer room, where I've spent the last 2 days trying to reorganize, I have pretty much the same thing going on. I have my Twilight Flight lantern and my fireflies. And in the lantern, I have the 2-wick large jar Kringle Candle Lemon Rosemary. And I'm not going to show it to you guys. Maybe you can see through there, because if I move it, I'm going to end up drowning out one of the wicks. And then in my firefly holders, I have Early Sunrise, which is like a tea, lemon, ginger type of scent. Now I have the same thing going on here. I have, the large jar Kringle Lemon Rosemary. And I have to say, I really love this scent. One jar I don't think would have been a good enough throw in this room, but 2 of them is really nice. But the one thing I have to say, I had an unsettling discovery, as Kevin would say. You guys have probably heard me rave and rave about these firefly holders. I just love them. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Just look how beautiful they are. It's darker on this side of the room, you can see. I mean, they're beautiful. Especially in a dark room, all you see are these gold flecks of light. Well, my unsettling discovery is they are not made out of metal like I thought. It's like a gold painted interior. I just thought it was metal. But I found out that they are not metal. They are ceramic. Because I broke one. What happened is, I originally, when I first got these, I had tea lights in them. And then I had like some tea lights where I probably should have blown out, but I just left them burning till they died. And some of the wax actually kind of spilled out into the bottom of the holder. So then I decided to put votive inserts in them. Well, what happens is, when the votive is in, it gets warm and it melts the wax that was left on the bottom of the holder. But then when the candle is cooled, it sticks. So sometimes my votive inserts get stuck to the bottom. So I was trying to get it out, and you can see what happened. And then on this one, I noticed there was a scratch. I don't know if I can see. There's a scratch. So I am really disappointed. Like I said, this was a very unsettling discovery, because I'm not quite as enchanted with them as I was before, because before I thought not only are they stunningly beautiful, but they're also practically indestructible. I mean, how great is that? So now I'm a little bit worried about them. I'm glad I have some backups, because it appears I'm going to be breaking these. So word of warning to you guys, if you have them, please be careful. They are not metal as you would think. Okay, then in my hall bathroom, I have another Yankee candle. This is in the scent Lilac Blossoms. Now, right now, this candle looks like a hot mess, but it's totally my fault. Like I said, I just haven't had time to burn my Yankees. And this one in particular, I ignored. Luckily, I was able to correct the majority of my other ones today because I was home all day, basically, and they just burnt. This one had really started to tunnel bad, and I just kind of let it go. I never pushed down the wax or cut it out. So today I was like, ugh, I probably should do something about this. So yeah, this one's a hot mess, but it's my fault. I have to say though, other than that, it's doing great. This candle is scenting this bathroom, which is a very small bathroom, without even being lit. I don't even have to light it and I can smell it. In fact, a lot of times I think, oh my goodness, I've left the candle burning when I haven't. It just is scenting the air. So when it's lit, it's even better because it fills the room and it actually spills out into the hallway. So, Lilac Blossoms is, a standby for me. I get it every year in the spring. I've never had any real issues with it with the large jar. You may recall in my empties video last month, I had the pillars that I'd gotten from Home Goods, and they were basically scentless. So I will never get those again, but I would still continue to get the large jar. And this, you guys may remember, if you're in my Facebook group, I had gone to Holland, Michigan, and got this candle. It's a wax candle, and I had them drill out the hole to put an LED. And, oh, you guys need some light so you can see this. This is so beautiful. So it's 6-side, and they have like a butterfly on one side, a hummingbird on the other, a flower, a dragonfly and a swan, a windmill, and then a tulip, because Holland's known for their windmills and their tulips. And I just think that is so gorgeous. It's like the purple, green, and blue. I did get one for my mom. Hers was like pink and green. And yeah, these are just beautiful. A little pricey, but just gorgeous. So I was really glad I decided to have it drill out the wax. They actually have a candle. You can burn a candle. But if you want to keep it for decor purposes, it's better just to have them drill out the hole and get the LED candle just for that. So yeah, that's really pretty. And with the LED, they actually had 3 colors. You could get white, amber, and blue. And I ended up getting the blue because I thought it just highlighted the colors in the candle better. And then in my party light holder, I just have, I don't even know what that is. It's something I picked up at Home Goods. I think it's vanilla bean, or else it's unscented. I think it's vanilla bean. Okay, in my kitchen, I am burning a jar of Yankee Candle lemon zest. And this is actually doing pretty well. Like I said, I haven't been burning my candles properly. So you can see it hasn't completely pulled out on all the burns, but that's my fault, not the candle's fault. This one is actually doing good. I mention all the time that my stove is a dead zone, but I can actually smell this candle. Lemon zest is probably my favorite lemon from Yankee. It's basically like a lemon vanilla scent. It's not a bakery scent though. It's just a nice lemon. It's doing well for me in general, so I have no complaints there. Oh, and if you hear some hissing noises, I was going to grill some chicken and I ran out of propane and I forgot to fill up my backup tank, so I had to drag out my George Foreman grill. It's taking me a little bit longer to cook dinner, so I decided to film my video as I'm cooking. So I really hope my What I Am Burning Now video doesn't turn into, oh my goodness, I'm burning my dinner video. So I better kind of pay attention as I'm going along here. Okay, so over here I'm in my dining room, and I have, like I said, I'm just trying to go through some candles, get rid of things. This is another smooth wax tumbler that I had in Lavender Vanilla, which, they haven't done well for me, so it's like, okay, I want to get rid of it. It's actually doing okay. I did have some issues with the wicks originally, kind of like with my pink sands. but they seem to have corrected themselves. I've learned with these, I just can't trim them as often as I would like. I have to really wait until the wicks get really long because they have those ravelly wicks, and so it's kind of hard for me to tell sometimes when I should trim it, when I shouldn't, but I'm learning just let them go a little bit longer than I would normally like, because if I let them go too long, then they get really sooty, and I don't want soot. Okay, so over here, these are the Meadow Leaf Hurricane. I think I showed them in my other video, I think. I have a large jar in Yankee Candle Sheer Gardenia, and like I said, it finally got a good burn today, so it's doing pretty well now finally. I actually found in this area I have a really hard time. I have to be very careful what I put here because it's so drafty. I don't know if you can hear the furnace, but if I take this, I had some pillars in here that I could not put an aluminum lid on, and they were just wafting in the wind. I had a couple other different tea light holders that were shallow, and the tea lights kept going out because the fan would just, whip the flame around and blow it out. So I finally decided I have to have something not only in a hurricane but with an aluminum lid on to help, and that has helped a lot. And these are deeper. I have tea lights in here. I think these are wind blown. Very appropriate, wind blown, because the tea lights sit farther down, so they're not going out. But yeah, see, a little bit simpler. And in this one on the other side of the room, I have, this is the World Journeys French Lavender, which is paraffin wax, which is doing so much better than the smooth wax. I love this one. Then over here by my salt lamp, I just have, in the tea light holders, I actually have, votive inserts, and I have white gardenia. And over here on my dining room table is my new acquisition that I got from White Barn yesterday. This is the pineapple luminary, and I really wanted to get two. They had two in my store, but I wasn't even thinking about getting this because I thought it was the same as last year. It's just a different design, but I thought it was the same size basically. And the one from last year, which you'll see in a minute, it only can hold a Bath and Body Works candle or like a Yankee Candle small tumbler. It doesn't hold a Yankee Candle large jar or a Goose Creek jar. This thing is so much bigger, and so as you can see right now, I have a Yankee Candle jar in pink hibiscus, and this is another one that had some burn issues due to me being a bad candle mommy. I don't know if you can see. It's doing better now because, like I said, I was home all day. I was able to fix some things, but yeah, I can't blame the candle. I just blame me. But anyway, so I went back when I got home and I realized how big this was and that it fit a large jar. I went back to White Barn, but I couldn't go back right away. I had like maybe an hour delay. And I walked in the store. I said, "You guys still have the pineapple?" And they go, "We just sold it." I was like, "Oh my God." Oh. So I actually went to another White Barn at a mall that I had never been to before. And it's actually a combination Bath and Body Works White Barn. And they didn't have it either. And I do believe it sold out online. So I guess I'm out of luck with that. But that's okay. At least I got the one. I'm very happy about that because I just think it's beautiful. And yeah, if you guys have this pineapple, I hope you love it as much as I do. And I haven't had time to, I was kind of fooling around with displaying it, and I just really had no place else to put it but here. And so I figured, you know what, I'm just going to leave it very plain and simple in the candlescape tray, the mirrored one. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm so glad I got one. I would have been really upset if I found out later on that it held a large jar and I didn't have it. And here's the other one. This is last year's. And see, I love the shape of this one. I like, the taller leaves on it. But it only holds a Bath and Body Works candle or a smaller candle, not a large jar. And in this one, I have Island Tiare flower. This is one that I actually was looking for yesterday at the semi-annual sale, hoping I could pick up a couple more because I like this scent. And ironically, I did a review on this last year, and I was burning it in my bedroom. And when I reviewed it, I said it was kind of light, but it got stronger as it went along. Well, now I have it over here, and this must be the sweet spot because it's been throwing strong. It's doing great. And I haven't had any issues with the wicks yet. Hopefully I don't get puny wick syndrome. So I've been very pleased with the performance. And then in my Shimmering Sea tea light holders from Yankee, I have tea lights in white gardenia. Oh, I'm backtracking because I just realized I forgot to put on my Luminara candles. So over here, I move things around. I have a Luminara candle on the pillar holder. And then in my palm leaf hurricane, I have a Yankee Candle 2-wick tumbler in white gardenia. And I've actually had some issues with both of these. I have one on each side. And the problem is I was actually getting puny wick syndrome. So I don't know. I thought maybe I was trimming the wicks too short. So I kind of let them go, but it was still doing it. So, yeah. I mean, they're not doing super great right now. So I just kind of have to watch it and see how it does. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed because this is the white wax, so it's paraffin, but they just have a thinner wick in this one. I have the same thing on this side, and this one looks like it's actually, see, this one's struggling a little bit, you can tell. Get all those little beady eyes. So yeah, I don't know, I guess I'm just a large jar person. Then over here, this is my new candle cabinet, which I'm really happy I got because I just need storage like you can't believe. These, in my crystal holders, I have Kringle Candle. These are the old style crystal pillars in the summer light. I found these at Home Goods. It's a discontinued style, and this is in the scent Gardenia. And I think the Kringle Gardenia is the most beautiful gardenia out there. It just, to me, it's true to life, even more than Yankee's white gardenia, which I like. This holder doesn't really fit. I'm just kind of have it balanced on there because I just like the shadows that it makes. And you know, I'm always worried about the soot, so because I actually have soot on this wall way up, which I don't know how I'm going to clean. So in both of them, I just have those gardenias from Kringle. My Luminara tea light holder. Oh, that one went out. These are some elephants I picked up at Target, but yeah, I'm having a hard time because of the draft. You know, see the tea light sits high up and not far down, and I guess that's just not going to work in my drafty house. And then I have a tart started in white gardenia. Whew, sorry about the shake. And last but not least, you can see it's like, you know, mid-June now because it's still daylight out and it's almost 9 o'clock. In my Shimmering Sea Hurricane, I had the pink sands in here, but as you saw, I moved that to the bathroom. So now I have a large jar Yankee and Summer Wish. And in the fractal holders, I have tea lights in white gardenia, votive holders, white gardenia. So I got a lot of gardenia going on. And so with all the gardenia scents, it actually does smell like gardenias in here, believe it or not. And the Summer Wish is just a nice fresh green note to kind of balance it all out. So there you guys have it. That is what I am burning in the month of June. I guess I probably should go check out my chicken. And if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below. And have a blessed evening.